then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely.
Will Smith may finally be getting his Oscar this year. The Fresh Prince has been nominated for 4 different Oscars, one for his film Ali in 2002, The Pursuit of Happyness in 2007, and now 2 Oscars, one for Best Picture and another for his role as Venus and Serena Williams' father in the drama film King Richard. While he's been nominated before, he's never won an Academy Award, and hopefully this year is the year it finally happens, when the Oscars take place near the end of April. The rapper turned actor has had an insanely interesting life, and we can't wait to see whether he'll finally be able to place his Oscar right beside his numerous other awards, including 4 Grammys and 1 Golden Globe. Today we're covering the life of Will Smith. Tomorrow though, you decide. I'd love to hear who you think we should cover on the next episode of Where Are They Now? And please go like this video right now so we know to keep doing exactly what we're doing. Willard Smith II was born in, obviously, West Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the son of a teacher, mother, and US Air Force veteran / refrigeration engineer father. He has an older sister and 2 younger brothers. They all attended a private Catholic school. Sadly, his parents separated when Will was 13, even though they didn't get an actual divorce until 2000. Once he graduated high school, Will decided to forego university to fully pursue rapping as a career. Will started out his career as an MC for the hip-hop duo DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. The two had actually met one another as a bit of a fluke. Jazzy Jeff was DJing at a house party only a few doors down from where Will lived. His hype man was missing, and so Will decided to fill in. They both felt an instant connection and a strong chemistry as a hip-hop duo, and Jeff even recalls being annoyed when his hype man actually did show up because he only wanted to perform with Will. The two made profanity-free, light-hearted raps and received their first Grammy for their very first album, Rock the House, for Best Rap Performance. Not using profane language seemed to help them a lot, because parents were much more willing to introduce rap and hip-hop to their kids if it didn't have the explicit language warnings on their records. The duo did extremely well for themselves before they both decided to pursue solo careers as rap artists. They remain friends to this day and haven't even really split up, with DJ Jazzy Jeff helping produce some of Smith's later work. In 1989, Smith spent an insane amount of money, so much so that he got audited by the IRS for underpaying his taxes. They assessed that he owed them about $3 million and took a lot of his possessions. Will, now broke and penniless, was struggling to make ends meet when NBC approached him to star in a sitcom, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that was based loosely on Will's own life. The show was an instant success and began his lifelong acting career. The show lasted for 6 years, and 3 years into him working on it, he also began to involve himself in the movie business. His first major films, 6 Degrees of Separation and Bad Boys, were both commercial successes. And in 1996, the year that Fresh Prince was ending, Smith starred in the movie Independence Day. It was his first major blockbuster film and became the 2nd highest grossing movie in history at the time. It also cemented Will Smith as a box office draw. In 1997, Will starred alongside Tommy Lee Jones in Men in Black. The movie instantly became a cult classic and grossed $500 million worldwide, despite only having a $90 million budget. During the time of the release of this movie, Will began getting back into music, and he wrote the theme song for Men in Black, which topped the singles charts in several countries across the world. And then, as the years went on, Will starred in tons of movies, alongside continuing to release solo albums. More recently, Smith released his memoir titled Will, which details his experience with childhood trauma, his relationship with his father, and his experiences with psychoactive medicinals. He also starred in the movie King Richard, which is about Serena and Venus Williams' father, who is obsessed with cementing his daughters in the annals of fame and history. For his role in King Richard, Smith won a Golden Globe for Best Actor. He was also very recently nominated for an Academy Award for both Best Actor and Best Picture. The award show itself is in April, and if he wins, it will be his first time winning an Oscar since the inception of his career in the early 90s. Even more recently, in February 2022, Will announced alongside National Geographic that he's going to star in a Disney Plus documentary called Pole to Pole, which will follow Smith Smith and a film crew as they go on a 26,000-mile trek from the South Pole to the North Pole. As for his personal life, Will married his first wife, Cherie Zampino, in 1992. The two had a son together named Trey in the same year before they decided to get a divorce in 1995. Then in 1997, Will married actress Jada Pinkett. They met when she had auditioned for the role of Will's girlfriend for The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and had maintained a connection for years before deciding to try out dating. Together they had 2 children, Jaden and Willow. Both of his kids are successful actors and singers in their own right, following beautifully in their dad's footsteps. Will and Jada have a famously unconventional marriage practice. The two have maintained an open, non-monogamous relationship and consider it the reason for their success as a couple. Will famously has had a relationship with Halle Berry while he was with his wife. It's interesting that he is in an open relationship because Will is also a devout Roman Catholic. He was raised in a Baptist household and attended a Roman Catholic school and church later on in his life. He stated that his Christian faith, which was instilled in him by his grandmother, helped him accurately portray his role as Bennett Omalu in Concussion, who himself had a strong religious connection. He stated about his grandmother's relationship with faith, quote, "She was my spiritual teacher. She was that grandmother at the church, the one having the kids doing the Easter presentations and putting on the Christmas plays, and her kids and grandkids had to be the first. She was the most spiritually certain person that I had ever met in my entire life, even to the point that when she was dying, she was happy, like she was really excited about going to heaven." Even though he identifies as a Catholic, he stated that he felt a deep connection to Hindu spirituality and Indian astrology. He since performed a spiritual rite at the holy river of Ganga in India, alongside performing the Hindu rite of Abhisheka for Lord Shiva. On the role of King Richard, Will describes to the New York Times how relieved he was to see that he had been nominated. While he would love to win the award, for him a large part of the film's success had been a relief for the actor, who was worried that he would never make anything as good as The Pursuit of Happyness. The Pursuit of Happyness was a movie that detailed the life of a father and son as they faced homelessness. On this fear, Smith stated, quote, "I thought I had reached my artistic pinnacle. So for the world to respond to this film in this way energizes me as an artist. I'm just wildly inspired to create and even to be able to tell stories like this." According to a blog published by an Oscars analyst, quote, "Will is looking like the favorite right now, but it's not a big lead. And voting doesn't even start until over a month from now. That's a lot of time for the landscape to change and a lot of time to campaign if Will actually gets out there to do it." On top of all these exciting new projects, Will is also going to star in a reboot for The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which is a reimagining of the sitcom. The first few episodes are set to premiere on February 13th. So do you think Will finally be able to take home his long-awaited Oscar? What was your favorite movie of his? My personal favorite was Shark Tale. Let us know in the comments down below what you think, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content just like it. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Where Are They Now? I was your host, Sierra. See you next time.